Welcome back to Jersey Matters. Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield provides health care coverage to over 3 million people in New Jersey. A complicated piece of legislation that would allow Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield to restructure quickly got through the Assembly, the Senate, and was signed by the governor in 10 days. And the speed of that bill getting okayed and made into law over the holidays has some people suspicious. One of those people is Rebecca Shear. She is chair of an advocacy group called SOMA, which stands for South Orange and Maplewood. Thanks so much for your time. I think it's going to be interesting to hear, after seeing glowing reports about this legislation, which is now law, some of the people that are looking at it and saying not so fast, there may be problems with this. It sounds like it's just a restructuring plan to modernize the way that Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield can invest money, and they say hopefully bring down premiums to make everything more cost effective. Do you see it that way?
Well, first of all, when I spoke to the Assemblyman McKeon's chief of staff, he didn't mention that one of the benefits of it would be to bring down premiums. I was told the main benefit would be that it will allow Horizon to provide better services in terms of things like electronic pill dispensers, better telehealth, and things that I told him sound more like bells and whistles than actual things like lowering premiums or improved community health services or mental health services, and just making healthcare more affordable.
Yeah, it seems like a huge shift of money and a lot of time and effort if it's just going to improve telehealth. It's a major restructuring bill. It changes the company from a health services corporation to a not-for-profit mutual holding company. And I heard some of the benefits of the bill, and you tell me if this isn't a benefit, is that because of the new designation, and this, by the way, the legislation just allows this to happen. It still has to be approved, but by the Banking and Insurance Commission. But that alone would stop it from ever becoming a for-profit company. Is that the case?
I believe that that's what this bill does now, but our issue with it is that it doesn't safeguard future legislation from allowing it to become a for-profit company.
There's a couple of things raised red flags for me about the bill, and I don't see anything horrible about the bill, at least on its face, but when a bill is passed over the holidays quickly, signed into law like that, almost immediately, at very limited public hearings, every once in a while you see a bill like that and you go, okay, why did they rush that? Why did that have to happen so quickly? Was that one of your concerns?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that was our biggest concern, why it was happening so quickly. It made it difficult for us to understand it. What I said is this has been a real crash course for me and a very, very complex bill trying to understand this all over the holidays.
Yeah, the other red flag that was raised for me, and this might be the reason it was passed so quickly, is because as part of the deal, $600 million goes into the state treasury in a one-time fee, and then another $6.25 million over the course of 13 years. So we're talking about almost $1.3 billion being given to the state for this bill. So somebody must be profiting from this, not just the state, because if you're giving up that much money, that means you're expecting a whole lot more than that back. And is there anything in the bill that assures that if they are able to make a profit from this new restructuring, that customers, that the 3.6 million people that are signed on to Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield will profit from this other than telehealth?
Not that I know of. I don't think so. We were concerned about like I guess 1.3 in total billion that you said the state will get right away. We were concerned that makes this seem like a sweet deal now that, the state's finances are in crisis due to the pandemic, and they take it, and they did, and Murphy would sign it because of that. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know that any of the rest of this money will go to Horizon customers.
So who profits?
I'm going to be cynical and say the Horizon executives. I mean, those were really the only people at these hearings. And I spoke at one of them and listened to the other, who were in favor of it. There were a lot of people speaking out against it, a lot of consumer advocates, a lot of people had signed on slips saying that they were opposed to it. We had a letter that Soma Action with New Jersey 11th for Change, Blue Wave, and Our Revolution Essex County, put out this letter and asked our members to sign it. And within about 12 hours, we had close to 200 people signing on. So there just wasn't a lot of chance for other people, aside from the people who will profit from it, to make their opposition known.
So what happens now? It's just law, and you'll be.
I guess it is law for now, but I guess we keep fighting to make sure that it's, it stays the way it is, and that they meaning I guess our legislators, Horizon, don't come in and try to pass further legislation that would privatize it, which is what our concern is. So I don't think it's a done deal in terms of this fight being over.
Well, because there has to be another step if that were to happen. You claim
exactly.
This is a gateway to that, so there can still be a fight ahead if they attempt to do that because of this bill.
Exactly. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
Spending the time with us. Rebecca Shear, chair of SOMA. When we come right back, making home learning a little bit more familiar for kids. That's when Jersey Matters continues.